Hello, anyone not still living in the 1970s. We interrupt your day to bring you this announcement. Husker Ninja is in the building. Alright, guys, we are here today with a new series on my channel. It is a MyPlayer mode here on NBA 2K12 because that is the NBA game I have and you guys can just deal with it, I guess. I don't know. I don't buy sports games like every year like some people do. I just find one if I like it, I keep playing that, and that's usually how it goes. But we went ahead and we created MyPlayer. I went ahead and used the nickname Shorty just because I thought the other names were kind of dumb. So I just made him kind of short. I actually gave him my actual height and my name. The weight I have no idea. But we went ahead and we made my guy a point guard, because I played with a variety of different positions, and it's just point guard is the most fun for me because it's not just a complete and absolute struggle and I'm just super terrible. I mean, this way I can at least kind of do something sometimes. And so it's just the point guard position was the most fun for me. I know there's a lot of people who use point guard, but I'm going to use point guard too. And you can see here we're editing our shooting form. We're going to go release 2, the jump shot 4, and a little small kick for our jump shot, and that will do it for our creation as we go into the rookie showcase. And you can take a look at our guy again. He's number 22, 5'11", 190 pounds. He's from Nebraska. But I'm going to apologize in advance because while I was editing this video, I wasn't really sure. I just wasn't sure like what to put in, what to put out. So this video is actually not very well edited, but that'll get better as I go and I play more more NBA. I think I do more MyPlayer, the editing should improve. And this game I just did the rookie showcase and then the draft, and we just kind of left it at that. As you can see, we're already into it. Just early on, we're already up 2-0. And we are going to get a defensive rebound there, and we're going to pass it down, see if we can get some assists. Yeah, I decided I'm going to be more of a pass-first kind of point guard as opposed to a score-first. Be more of the team player instead of the let's get all the points. And you can see now we're later in the first quarter. We're up 7-5, but you can already kind of see how I was unsure how to edit it. But right there, we're going to get an assist. And, they're moving ahead down. They're going to throw underneath. We did bad, and we allowed an inside pass. Well, you can see right there, they blocked it, and we got credit for a rebound. So, I mean, I don't really think we were worth getting any points, but I'm certainly not going to complain. And now you can see we skipped ahead again. We're up 21-9, still first quarter. But defense is definitely something, as you'll see in this game, it's something we got to work on. But right there, we will recover from allowing the shot inside, and we are going to get the block. And now we're trying to work on our assists. We only have 1 assist, but we're going to try and improve that. And we have some good ball movement. There's an offensive, no, not an offensive rebound, just kidding. There's no points right there. Right there's a defensive rebound. You can see we're still in the first quarter. But yeah, you can already kind of tell, and just as I'm going back and doing this audio after editing, I can just, the editing is not very good, and so I do apologize for that. I just wasn't sure what to add and what not to add. When you can see they passed it to us as the shot clock was winding down instead of taking a shot. So I'm like, fine, I'll shoot it. And it's already the second half, or already halftime. I think I sat out for most of the second quarter, actually, is why I cut that out. But you can just see the editing is not very good. But that is something that will definitely improve as we go. I've been watching some people do MyPlayer on YouTube, and so I kind of have an idea of how they do editing, and so that's giving me some ideas for how to do mine. But you can see we are still up by 17 here with 5:40 some to go, still in the third quarter. And right here we are going to get assist number 2. We got 3 rebounds, 2 assists, a block, and a foul. We are 0 for 1 shooting. And they're going to let the shot clock wind down and pass it to us again. And so, in an attempt to try and avoid the shot clock violation, I just kind of shot it up, and now we're 0 for 2 shooting. But right there, we will get assist number 3. So at least we're doing pretty well in the assist department. And now you can see we're up by 23. There's like 3 seconds to go in the first quarter, or in the quarter. And we are going to take the shot at the buzzer that will bounce out and be no good. So there we are at the end of the third quarter, 64-41. We're up. Now here in the fourth quarter, we only have a 20-point lead, 66-46. But I've decided, you know what, I want to make at least one shot today, so I'll drive into the lane and we will score, as we will lay it up off the glass, so we won't go scoreless in the rookie showcase at least. We got 2 points. We're 1 of 4 shooting. You see we're controlling the ball, and now I'm thinking, all right, I got a basket. I want to try and get some assists. We'll find a man wide open out in the corner, and he's going to drain the 3 and give us assist number 4. You can see there's 2:50 to go. They're going to call a timeout. I'm thinking, you know what, maybe I can get another assist, but it was not to be. And so that will do it for the game. As you can see, not a lot of highlights, which again, we will try and improve as the series goes along and I get more experience with this type of a series, but I've never really done basketball videos on the channel. And so we're going to go ahead and get into the 3 pre-draft interviews. This one is with the Washington Wizards. And the question, I think, is about how their best player is John Wall. And yeah, you can see he's just talking about how they got some promising pieces. And the question is, how can we handle being on a team where the focus won't be on me? And I said, you know what, I think I can handle it. I'm not one to relish the spotlight, so it'll be like, you know what, it'll be nice. And yeah, so this video is going to be, see it says focus has always been on winning. And so I just said, I don't want to be on the bench, coming off the bench my entire year, just being a backup, but I don't need to be the main focus point either, which, that's kind of how I would think in this situation. But after the interviews, we are going to cover the draft, and then that'll be about it for the video, so you won't see any actual NBA gameplay. But the next question is, they're asking me if I think I'll fit in, and we say, yeah, this is a great young team. So we're going to go with B. Yes, this is a great young team, because actually in real life, though, I think the Wizards are doing pretty well. I know they've made the playoffs a couple of years in a row after not being very good, so I know in real life they're doing pretty well. I don't know how good they are in this game, but we just say, yeah, you know what, it's very exciting. And we're saying we would love to be a part of it. Because, like playing with the Wizards, like, I do like John Wall, I think he's a pretty good player, but they're saying, all right, we like those answers. Hopefully we can pick them. And now we have an interview with the 76ers. And I gotta tell you, I did my career with them already. I was like a power forward or something. I don't remember. But we were like 2-14, and so I don't really want to go back to Philadelphia. And like their best players are like guards anyway, I think. Yeah, Drew Holiday and Evan Turner. then with Iguodala were really the best three in that one I did. So I'm not going to be rude and just say, right, I don't want to play here, but I'm just gonna. My strategy is to pick kind of, in the middle answers. So I think I can learn from him here. Like, I'm not wanting to do the, oh yeah, I'm super excited, but I don't want to be rude either. So I'm just kind of going to go with what I think will be in the middle, and hopefully they just won't pick me. That was kind of my strategy going into this interview. And so, like I said, I can learn a little bit from them, and it's okay coming off the bench for a couple years as long as eventually I take over the starting role because no one wants to be a career backup. But, that's true. No professional athlete is ever like, oh yeah, I want to spend my entire career being a backup. So, there is a little bit of truth to that. Everyone's thinking they can be a starter at some point. But now they're asking, do you think you have the makeup to play in Philly because they can boo with me? And so, again, I'm going to go in the middle instead of just flat out saying I'm not a fit for Philly. I'm going to say, I think so, but I'm not sure. Because I'm not trying to just come off as no, I don't want to play here, even though I'm thinking, I really don't. But if I get drafted there, it is what it is. So I say, I think I can do it, but can I say definitely? No, of course not, because, most cases your own fans don't boo you, but they say, what, if you do poorly in Philly, they will. And so I'm like, maybe not so much. But our final pre-draft interview is with the Charlotte Bobcats. And so definitely of the 3 draft interviews we had, I would say the Wizards are probably my number 1, but the Bobcats would be a number 2. And so that's kind of what I'm hoping happens is I go to either one of those 2. But definitely the Wizards are the team I would love to have in it. They're just... Our question here is they think their point guard of the future is DJ Augustine, but he just wants to look at all available options. So it was asking how we compare to each other. And I honestly don't remember what I picked. I think I put we could both learn from each other. We could learn a lot from each other and it would help us both become better players. How that'd work with your roster, that's for you to figure out. So yeah, I just said I think, I could learn from each other and we could both make each other better. Just trying to go with, good answers, but not maybe the best. Although this one I might have been like, you know what, I'll just pick what I want to pick. Because I'm not, completely opposed to playing there. And so it's asking if I will be able to remain focused during the rebuilding years is this question. And so we are going to say yes, just keep rebuilding. And so actually I've had this question before in previous MyPlayers, and the first time I saw it I thought it was like, yeah, do your thing, keep rebuilding. And then the answer is actually like, yeah, but the caveat has to be they're rebuilding to try and build into a contender and not just making moves for money. And so the more I think about it, that's like my favorite answer. Because honestly, if you're rebuilding, you should be rebuilding to be a contender, not just to save money, And so every time I get that question, that's how I answer it. No matter whether it's with a really good team or, a bad team. But let's go ahead and get into the draft. And you can see here as the mock drafts are coming up, they do have us going to the Wizards at 18. You can see our strengths as they love our enthusiasm and willingness to play with any team, showing the ability to finish with both hands around the basket. Weaknesses, they sometimes take bad shots. Except, you know what? Like, 2 of those misses where they passed it to me with 3 seconds on the shot clock. So it's either that or take a shot clock violation so you can just stop. But we skipped a lot of the draft straight to Philly because they were the first team we had an interview with in that draft order. And they take someone from Nebraska, but thankfully it's not me. It's Arthur Williams, a center. as I was saying. And I think it'll probably be Washington, would be my guess. I guess I don't know for sure. And you can see the Knicks take a point guard from Notre Dame, and up next is Washington. Could this be where our guy goes? And yes, it is. We are drafted pick 18 of the first round by the Wizards. You can see we're going to start with an overall rating of 61. That's indifferent. But let's go ahead and get started with our rookie year. And you can see they give us an introduction billboard. Very exciting. Let's go ahead, open it up, see what it's like. This is from the Wizards marketing department, so it's probably going to be a pretty sweet billboard. And yep, if you can look at that, it's already getting me hyped to start trying to make this team a contender. The future has arrived. Wouldn't that be nice? But we are going to go ahead and add some. Actually, first we're going to check the rotation just to kind of see where we are. And we're already number 7 in the rotation in about 12 minutes a game. Well, that's pretty good. I'm not going to complain. And I think next is we will upgrade our attributes. And then that's kind of where I stop this video. But yeah, this is just going to be like an introduction video where we create our player. We do the rookie showcase and we go through the draft. And so next episode will be our NBA debut, and I'll probably fit a couple more episodes in there as well. I'm looking to, especially before I become starter, like when I'm still coming off the bench, I'm looking to do multiple games per episode. You can see we're just going to increase our shooting traffic as much as we can. There's just say, alright, that's good for now because our shooting traffic's got to go up. So we're going to focus on that first, definitely. But again, I apologize for the poor editing here during the rookie showcase. That is something I will definitely work to improve on as I do more of these videos. The change may not occur right away in the next episode, but hopefully over time just the editing gets better as I get a better idea of what I want to do. Next episode we will get into some actual gameplay, do multiple games per episode, but this one was just an introduction. Anyway, that'll do it for me. I'll see you guys next time.